Hi, and welcome to the Douglas on My Mind show. I'm Blondell Thomas, the City of Douglas Public Information Manager, and we'll be right back with some news about holiday events and things that are going to be taking place in Douglas during Christmas time this year. Hi, and welcome back to the Douglas on My Mind show. I'm Blondell Thomas, and I'm here today with two members of the annual community toy drive that benefits local kids and families during Christmas time. We have Ms. Rachel Clements with CSRA probation offices, and Casey Wright, who is our Douglas Fire Department Assistant Chief. So thank y'all for being here. We're glad you're here.
Thank you for having us.
Well, tell us first of all, what is the community toy drive, and what do y'all actually do?
The toy drive is something that's actually been going on in Douglas a lot longer than most people realize, but it's us and the fire department, police department, ladies at probation office, and a few others get together and collect toys throughout the year through donations, and even collect some monies, and then we take and get a list of applications with names, and we try to give to those who need help.
Right.
You know, not everybody has everything they want, and a harsh reality is a lot of people don't have this time of the year, and we can't give away food and things, but we found this as a way to maybe help brighten a child's day, make them have an enjoyable Christmas, and do what we can to help.
Right, and you're talking about the different people who are members of the community. Southwire's Project
Southwire has been a great help.
Are on there, and then we also have the State Patrol.
Georgia State Patrol, the Sheriff's Office.
We could almost say just public safety
That's
offices.
correct. Yes, because everybody pitches in and helps.
Right.
And it's a great cause. It really is. And we're sort of like the underlying thing because there's a lot of good programs out there. The Shop with the Cops out there, and it helps a lot of people and helps a lot of families, but they can't do everybody. And then you have other charitable organizations, I should say, that try to help. And what we try to do is we vet a list and narrow it down to those people who don't get any help.
Right.
And then we try to help those families.
Right. Now, if somebody wants to make a donation, whether it's monetary or toy or whatever, what do they need to do?
You stop by the CSRA probation office, which was on North Peterson Avenue.
Madison.
North Madison Avenue.
Right.
Here in Douglas, they're fixing to move offices, but you can give them a call at 912-384-7371. And they can tell you where to bring it to, and then those ladies will take that in, whether it be a check or if it's a check, need to be made out to the community toy drive. If it's cash, just make sure you put it in an envelope, a sealed envelope with a community toy drive on it, and a toy can be dropped off there as well, and then we'll put it in the pool and we'll redistribute on the day of collection.
All right. Now, if somebody doesn't get a chance to go by CSRA probation offices, where can they make a toy donation at?
We're going to have people, first responders will be at Walmart on November 30th and December 7th. That's the Saturday after Thanksgiving and the first Saturday of December. There'll be patrol cars there, be fire trucks there, maybe an ambulance if they have time to come, maybe they will. The probation ladies always come by and help, and we'll have boxes there that you could collect or give a toy, and we'll collect those toys as well and get prepared to give out.
Okay. Now, as far as if somebody has a child that needs to be added to the list, who do they need to contact, Rachel? What do they need to do?
They can contact me at 912-384-7371 to get an application. I just need it filled out by November the 27th, and they'll be placed on a list.
Okay. And the applications have to be turned in by November the 27th?
Yes.
Also. By 4:30, I believe is what you said earlier. Okay. So tell me, what is the selection process once you get the application and get it turned in? How do y'all determine who is actually chosen for the toy donations and the toy drive?
We work with the Sheriff's Department that leads the Shop with the Cop. We also work with DFACS, and we go over their list and make sure that one child's not getting three different things or three different lists. And not that we don't want one child to have a lot of stuff. It's just there's not enough gifts to give to everybody, let alone give the same people over and over and over. And so that's why we have a vetization process where we take that name or list of names and it's here, and then every list we can get, and then we try to collect the names that's not on any other outreach list to make sure. We use school system, the school counselors, school teachers can give applications out to young ones that they know need help, and they can take home to their parents and have them fill them out and bring them back.
Okay. And what are the age groups that y'all are giving to?
We do one application per household, and
Okay.
any children under the age of 12. And we don't want, I mean, I hate to say it this way, but we have to have a cutoff.
Right.
So
right.
we can't do 17, 18, 19-year-olds. So 12 and under is our age category that we're looking for.
Okay. All right. Well, again, tell it, like, if somebody necessarily doesn't get their application turned in on the 27th, what do they need to do if they, like, can they just show up, or do they have to be called? I mean, how do y'all let people know if they're on the list or not?
Unfortunately, as the old saying is, all good things must come to an end. And if you don't have it turned in by the 27th, that is the deadline. And then Rachel and the ladies at probation will call the families that's elected or goes through the application process and tell them when to come pick up toys. And it's not that we don't want to give out again, it's just we only have so much to give.
Right.
And they'll select the families that we're able to help, and they will call them. And so if they don't get a phone call saying to come, and we will have that list and pick up. So if they don't get a phone call, I'm sorry, but that's just all we'll be able to do. We can only do those that's on the list.
Well, and one thing I know that we've talked about, because I'm kind of on the committee too. I say kind of, but
No,
anyway,
you
I'm
own the
there with
committee.
you.
Yeah, you're part of us.
One thing that I have heard Rachel stress many times is you have to have a working phone number
Yes.
in order
Yes.
for us to contact them and let them know to come pick up a toy, because we can't just give toys out that day to anybody that shows up.
That's right.
Right.
That's right. So, and two, I want people to keep in mind, we're having to redistribute toys that are donated to us.
Right.
And as far as we know, they're in great working conditions. But in the past, we've had some people get upset because my toy didn't do this or it didn't do that. Well, we don't know that, because we're not going to unbox it and check every toy. Just keep in mind, this is a charitable thing, and we're trying to help.
Right.
It's not going to be perfect for everybody, but those people who need it, they certainly appreciate it, and we're glad we're able to help them.
All right. Was there anything else that y'all want to stress or let the community know about the toy drives, or about the distribution dates or anything like that?
It's a good event. If you can help anyway, please do so. There's a lot of people, a lot of children that don't have.
Right.
And it is hard to, as a parent, as a man that remembers being a child, I always had something. And, as I get older, I appreciate that pack of socks better and better every year.
Right.
And, but, there's a lot of children don't have. There's a lot of people don't have. And if we can help, let's help. Let's be those stewards that go out and help people and help our community. And you don't have to brag about helping. You don't have to say, I did this. And God knows what we've done.
That's right.
And we'll be proud of ourselves. And so help all we can. Let's make this a good thing. The more donations we have, the more families we can help.
Okay. So just to recap real quick, if you want to make a donation to the Community Toy Drive, if you need to pick up an application for the Community Toy Drive, and if you need to just call and get some general information, they need to contact CSRA Probation Office. Miss Rachel, give her a call. And
That's
again,
right.
that number is 384-7371.
That's right.
That's correct.
All right.
So,
All right. Well, thank y'all for
thank
being
you for
here.
having us.
Thank you.
We'll be right back after this. Hi, welcome back to the Douglas On My Mind Show. We are here now with Miss Jennifer Surrency, the Chamber of Commerce Tourism and Events Director. I ought to be able to say tourism easily, but anyway, our Tourism and Events Director. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Well, it's Christmas time.
It
Well,
sure
almost
is.
Christmas time. Let me
Almost.
say something to the effect of it's not quite Christmas time yet because you've got to have Thanksgiving.
Of
but
course, of
we
course.
always kick off the Christmas season around Douglas with Downtown Holiday Open House.
Yes.
And it's coming up on November the 24th. It's always on a Sunday from 1 to 5, so we want everybody to come downtown and, support our local merchants downtown. But besides Holiday Open House, what else is going to be going on this season?
So we've got the Christmas tree lighting on December 6th at 6 o'clock. We're really excited about that. We've got Mayor Polk coming to light the tree as he does every year. It's going to be really great. We've got Biddy and Bose coming to serve some delicious coffee and just to share their mission with Project Search. And then we've got Gigi's Gelato coming to do some hot chocolate. It should be great. It's also a First Friday. So there's going to be lots of great opportunities to go downtown, do some shopping, grab a bite to eat. And we've got John Gloson's concert at the Martin Center that evening at 7:30. So
That's always a treat.
yes, absolutely. Lots going on. It's going to be a really great night for Douglas. Lots of fun things to do to get in the spirit. So it should be really, really fun.
So if you're not in the holiday spirit
Yes.
before Thanksgiving, you will be.
December 6th will get you in the spirit.
That's right. Now, tell us some more. What can we expect at the annual tree lighting this year? I know normally there's some little events associated with that.
Yes, so we've worked with the Douglas merchants downtown. They are going to have, lots of little treats, a great theme this year. I'll let them announce that. And of course the concert. So lots of really great stuff going on.
Will Santa be anywhere?
Santa will be
look for
there.
that.
Yes, Santa will be there. He's going to be there for some pictures. We're going to have some elves too. So it's going to be really, really fun.
Okay, and it's not professional photos, so
Correct,
you definitely
yes.
want to have your cell phone or
Absolutely.
if you have a professional camera.
Yeah.
It's hard to say photographer,
Yeah.
but if you have a professional camera, you can come and take your photos
Yes.
in.
Yeah, definitely.
And you do kind of limit the time because we can't, last year there was a long line
Yes.
to see Santa.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah. It's kind of go have your child sit on Santa's lap, or if you want to sit on Santa's lap, tell him you've been good this year, and just snap that picture and then move along because everybody does want their opportunity to see Santa. But yeah, it should be really great.
Okay, now the Christmas tree lighting is on Friday, December the 6th.
Yes.
Tell me what's coming up on Saturday, December the 7th.
So, the big event, December 7th, is the annual Christmas Parade, Festival of Lights Christmas Parade. The theme this year is Christmas classics. So classic movies, classic songs, just when you think of either your family's classic Christmas, something that's traditional for y'all, or maybe your business, what you do every year, anything like that, or just a classic Christmas thing.
Right.
You can use that in your float or your entry, and it's going to be really fun. I'm really excited. It's the first year the Chamber's done it. We hope it lives up to the hype, and we're really excited.
Oh yeah, the Christmas parade is always fun.
Yes,
every year.
it sure
And
is.
Now, will anything be taking place in Atkinson Plaza or anywhere around there, like hot chocolate or any little activities or anything like that?
We're not going to do anything like that this year. We really want to focus on having all the lights in the parade, really bring all the attention to that. We really want to promote a really great quality parade for everybody. We're going with a very broad theme to encourage that.
Right.
We want people to be creative and incorporate either their business in it if they can, friends, family. We want to really hone in on the true meaning of Christmas.
Right.
Community, family, spending time with one another, loving each other. So that's our goal. We just want it to be a great festive evening for everybody. Hopefully the weather is good and it's not rainy or anything, but it should be great. It's going the same route as normal. It's at 6 p.m. So we do get to see the lights. And
The
yeah.
ending route is, we had to change it a few years ago, whenever the property was purchased on the north end, that's the south end. The
South end of
town. We had to change it up a little bit, and it does end at South Georgia State College.
It does.
So make sure, if you want a good spot, that you are before South Georgia State College
Yes.
to be able to see the entire parade.
Yes. So it really starts kind of in front of Sims Funeral Home down to South Georgia State College. So make sure you grab a spot along that trail. And it should be great. I really hope that it's going to be fun. We've got some different opportunities going on as well, so it'll be good.
Yeah, one thing that I know that y'all are offering this year is the sponsorship opportunities for
Yes.
certain individuals. So tell us a little bit about, if you want to be a sponsor, what can somebody do?
So as the Chamber of Commerce, we're offering an opportunity to our chamber members. If they want to be a sponsor for the parade, it gives them some marketing opportunities. They get to have a float in the parade and have, different marketing material at the parade. So it's a really great opportunity. Guests of the sponsors can sit in reserved seating. They will have access to some refreshments and things like that. So it's a really great opportunity. If you've got some great relationships with your clients, it's a great thing to gift them for the holiday season, some of those tickets to the VIP section. So it should be great.
That's something new.
Yes, yeah, we want to give this an opportunity for more people to get involved. Maybe organizations that, if they could team together, maybe raise some money to be a sponsor, really get a lot out of it.
Right.
So we just want to open that up to our chamber members, and we've gotten lots of great sponsors so far. So we're really, really excited.
Okay. Now, if somebody is not a chamber member, and this could be an opportunity for you guys too to get that new chamber
Yes,
member.
definitely.
So they do definitely have to be a chamber member to be a sponsor.
Yes,
Okay.
as the Chamber of Commerce, we are loyal to our members, so we want to give them the opportunity, but we welcome new members. It's a great way to really boost your business, boost your networking, marketing, and it gets you in contact with all the right people. We could be that liaison for you. So if anyone's interested, has ever been interested in being a chamber member and hasn't come by to see us, we really encourage them to come by. This is a great time. If you're a new business, what a great way to show the community who you are and that you want to be a part of the community. Join the chamber and then be a sponsor for the parade.
Okay. Well, one thing I have noticed over the past few years is some people sometimes, say, well, it's gotten more business-like. There's too many businesses in there. Well, one way to make it not as business-type parade, advertising this and advertising that, is get your church involved.
Yes,
You
absolutely.
definitely need to start now building that float, and even though they are a sponsor, the chamber will not actually build the float.
No.
They still have to do
Yes.
that. Okay.
Yeah, we're not building any floats.
Right.
That creativity is left up to y'all. But yes, so we really encourage churches to get involved. That's another reason why we did a broad theme. We want something that all types of organizations, businesses can pick something out of that theme to really use for their designs. So that's kind of our goal with this, and we hope it's successful and everybody has a good time.
All right. Well, just since you are the tourism and events director, let's go ahead and look into the future, into 2020.
Definitely.
What kind of events do you have coming up?
So we've got the Taste of Douglas again next year. We had our very first one this year in April, and it was a huge success. We're encouraging more restaurants to be a part of it. It was so much fun, so we're going to do that again next year. And then if you're interested in being a sponsor for that, go ahead and let us know. And then we've got the Go for Tortoise Festival coming up again. We're going to push it back later into the year because we know September is
the
still
heat,
really
the heat.
hot. Yes, you can't. It's hard to escape the heat with South Georgia, but we're going to try to push it back to later in the year a little bit to give people the opportunity to come out and it not be so dangerously hot. So we're going to have some more entertainment and things like that, some more great vendors. Everybody that came out last year, we really appreciate their support. It was our very first time ever putting on a festival, so it was a bit overwhelming. The city was a major help with just showing us how to do everything. But yeah, so we're really excited for that. We're still working on some different things. If anyone's interested in being a part of that, go ahead and let us know. It's great to let us know ahead of time with things so we can go ahead and put your name down and be in contact with you as we start developing things. So yeah, we've got that coming up, and then let's see, 2020. It's a crazy year.
Events, one thing that people may not realize is you do need volunteers for these events.
Yes.
If somebody wants to volunteer,
yes,
for
definitely.
Who, do they contact you?
Yes.
Or, okay.
Yes.
Right.
So we are a staff of 6. So we could do a lot, but we can't do everything. So something we're kind of battling is finding some volunteers. I understand the Christmas parade. You know, you want to join your family and watch it. It's a very special time, but if anybody is available and willing to help, that would be great. We need some bodies just along the parade to help us move the parade along efficiently and safely. So that's our biggest thing. If you are interested, just to call the chamber. We'll go ahead and make sure you get all the training. The city has graciously offered some help on the day.
We'll be there.
Yes, thank goodness. So it's gonna be good. We've got awesome support, and yeah. So if you're interested, if anyone's interested, any organizations interested, anyone needs some volunteer hours, we've got some really great opportunities. All of our events really could use some help. So.
Okay, well, is there anything else you'd like to share before we close out this
That's
segment?
it. I can't believe we're almost at the end of 2019.
Right.
It's crazy.
Okay.
2020.
All right, well, thank you for being here, Jennifer.
Thank you, Blondale.
We'll be right back after this. Hi, and welcome back to the Douglas on My Mind show. I have a wonderful guest who's not a stranger to this show. He comes in every so often and gives us lots of updates on what the American Legion Post 515 is doing. Thank you for being here, Mr. Jerome Levin.
Well, thank you for having us.
All right. He is the American Legion Post 515 service officer,
Yes.
which is why he knows all events, right? Everything that's going on.
Well, along with
Post
the,
515.
I got other titles too that cause me
Right.
to have to do that. But yes, I stay in the know.
Yep. All right. Well, just tell us something that's coming on right now, or something that's going on right now, excuse me, and some things that you have been busy working on at American Legion Post 515.
Well, let me officially say on behalf of our commander and our members that we really appreciate the opportunity to come talk, because we're trying to reach everybody we can and let them know what's going on with our post and within the community where they can help if they try.
Right.
So, but we've been really busy. The first 2 weeks of November, we hosted 2 families at our post who lost one of their loved ones. So we did that. That's something we do for the members and veterans and families. We also had Veterans Day programs, program. We did 7 schools.
Actually, a week of Veterans Day programs almost with all the schools that y'all attend.
Yes, we did 7 schools, 4 churches. We did our own program, and then just yesterday, Commander Walker and a crew went to Dublin and did a program. So we doing our best to honor veterans and in their families, to let them know we appreciate what was left for us, and we're going to continue to do that.
Okay.
Also, we've been trying to get folks to get these Boston Butts. because tomorrow is the deadline, and we want to get a Thanksgiving Boston butt, because some of the Boston butts, we're planning to do Thanksgiving meals. We're planning for 8 meals for families for Thanksgiving, so we need to let that funds come on in and help us get ready for that.
Yeah, and they are delicious. I've already bought mine, so make sure you contact Mr. Lovin and get yours.
Yeah, 912-592-6413, just in case they don't
And
have my
they
number.
are $30 a piece.
$30 a piece, and we deliver if you need us to within a reasonable distance, and picking up at our post at 1510 McLean Street between 11 and 2 p.m. on the 26th of November.
The 26th.
Yes.
All right. So I hear that there is somebody from Washington, D.C. possibly coming to Douglas. I don't know if that's where he is originally from, but it is an important visitor that's coming to visit.
Yes, well, I got a couple of classmates that in different organizations around, and one is a member of the Daughters of American Revolution. She contacted me about a gentleman, Dr. Darrell Youngblood, who is on President Trump's staff, that goes around to all the VA hospitals and train them on laws and procedures and changes and things. So they asked if we could help. And, I said, yeah, before I thought about it. But really, I did, because he desired to talk to as many veterans as he can. And since I got that word, we've been advertising newspaper, television, radio, text, Facebook.
Right.
So we need every veteran on tomorrow from 3 to 6, 3 to 5:30 to come out. And maybe this will be aired, but if it has, just remember, you can contact us about what we got out of Dr. Youngblood.
Okay.
And we'll be happy to pass it on. But by all means, veterans, we're there for you. Just give us a call.
Now, with you saying tomorrow, that is November the 19th.
November
And
19th.
like you just said, we may not be on air by then, but if they do happen to miss it, they can contact you and you can fill them in.
Yeah, be happy to.
All right, great. Now, it's about time for Wreaths Across America.
Yes,
Tell us about it.
Reef Across America. That's the program that takes most of our resources.
Right.
Money, time, everything that you can put your hand on. That's the one that takes it. And we're honored to do that program every year, because this is the program that really remembers and honor those that are continuing to serve. Remember those that are gone and honor those that are serving. And we try to teach our young about sacrifices made. But it's a 501c nonprofit organization. And I say again, highlight nonprofit organization that it observes the second and third Saturday in December every year, all across the United States and 24 foreign countries.
Wow.
It's a national program. And the national goal is to place wreaths on veterans' graves in the national cemeteries. But back in 2015, when we heard about it in 2014, which we did it for Honor Guard, and we got to doing some research and said, hey, this is a good thing here. Let's do it. But we believe that our veterans deserve the same thing.
That's right.
In Douglas and Coffee County, and we've done that in the surrounding counties. Now, the goal for us is to put a flag and a wreath on every veteran grave of Coffee County.
Okay.
The mission, remember, honor, teach, I just mentioned, but currently we're just doing our best to keep that mission alive. But December the 14th is a ceremony at the Ware Center.
Okay.
Again, come out. We haven't had the attendance that we believe this program deserves.
Right.
So at the Ware Center from 12 to 1, and just observe the program and participate. We'll have some refreshments for you there.
Okay. Now, how many cemeteries did you say in Coffee County, and how many veterans? That's a big number.
Yeah, well, all these numbers are not all Coffee County, because there's the surrounding counties, Pearson, but first I'll say, we had 74 cemeteries up until last Wednesday.
Oh, wow.
A lady called me from Pearson and said, hey, I want to bring you some money for some wreaths. I said, okay, we'll take it.
Right.
So she came with a name of a cemetery and the number of veterans and paid for the wreaths in that grave and said, I'll be happy to come pick up the wreaths. So here's the deal.
Okay.
Later on, we'll be talking about how you get involved, but you get involved by identifying your veterans that are in a cemetery someplace and help raise the funds and volunteer to help do the work.
Right.
And the surrounding county, we'll be honored and be happy to coordinate for the wreaths to get here. So, but that's so.
Now,
over
one thing-
over 2,700 is where we are right now. Over 2,700. I say that because the number at the Douglas City Cemetery, we can't fix that number. We believe between 750 and 800.
Oh, wow.
So we planned for 800 because, you know, the numbers keep adding. We just put 2 in of our own in the couple of weeks ago I was telling you about. So the numbers keep growing.
Yes.
So.
Okay. Now, one thing I was going to say that y'all also do, because I've heard you talk about wreaths across America several times, is if you get someone's name that's in a cemetery and let's just say they don't recognize all of the veterans, y'all do still try to put a wreath on as many of those veterans in that cemetery as you can, correct?
Well, let's say if the lady had brought me came and gave me $15, which would take to sponsor a wreath,
Right.
and say I want to sponsor my loved one's wreath, but if there were 5 others in there, we feel obligated that every veteran in that cemetery gets a flag and a wreath,
Right.
because we just, unless it's just beyond our control, we will not leave a veteran that we identify in a cemetery. But some cases, you know, graves are not marked with the military marker, so we missed them. So if we should miss that grave, just call me. Don't get angry.
You're right.
I went out in the rain.
It's not
and
intentional. It's just,
if it's not marked, it's a team effort. You know, if you be part of the team and let us know where it is, mark it. We'll be happy to do it. If we miss it, do like somebody did once. It was raining. She said, my husband don't have a wreath. Went in the rain and put a wreath on it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because, you know, it's our goal is to place a flag and a wreath there. If you don't have one, there's a VA form 40-1330 that has all the information, instruction, and application to get that marker. Now, we've gotten better in the last couple of years. We've seen a lot of graves being marked that weren't marked in the past.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it is, because it helps us identify and don't miss graves if we can help it.
If you can help it, that's right. Now, that's where donations come in handy, because like you said, you don't want to intentionally, you don't intentionally leave a veteran off, and you want to make sure that all of them are recognized. So, with that, there is an associated cost, unfortunately, to your group. So those donations help out a lot. So if somebody wants to make a donation, who do they contact? What do they need to do?
Well, I'm going to get the first part is Jerome Loving. Just contact me. My phone number is 912-592-6413. And I'm on Facebook. Text me, call me, be happy to talk with you. But part of the donation thing is, you know, that's why we do fundraisers.
Right.
Those fundraisers help with these programs, for veterans programs overall. But if you want to, simply mail to and make payable to American Legion Post 515, P.O. Box 2094, Douglas, Georgia 31534. And you can expect sometime between March and April to get a postcard saying thank you and reminding you of the upcoming, because after December, we take a few months off from fundraising,
Right.
and to get
You need
ready.
to rest a
Yeah,
little bit.
we rest, and then we'll send out thank you cards as a reminder. Hey, you know, takes a while to get this in, because we were at 43,000 we needed to raise this year.
Okay.
And with the help of the good folks, and a great thing that happened this year, we had about 3 of our large cemeteries that got sponsors this year that we've been having to pay for. And I've gotten word that I know somebody in that church I'm going to talk to. You know, so this community is getting in touch with people saying, hey, you need help with this. It's a good thing.
Right.
So it's helping.
Okay, well, that's awesome. I know you'd mentioned about when the flags and the wreaths are placed, when do they take them up, or when do you take them up, or the volunteers take them up?
I like the word volunteers, because last year it was about 4 of us trying to get the flags out at the Douglas City Cemetery.
Wow.
And that was for Memorial Day, and it was hot, man, but we made it. Well, we chose Memorial Day and Pearl Harbor Day to place flags. Memorial Day, okay, we'll remembering those that are gone. And Pearl Harbor is a day that we will always remember because of the attack on our country.
On our country.
And that's a day that we control as far as getting flags out. We put them out by Pearl Harbor Day. We don't say on that day, because some churches, which is a good thing, have their kids go out at Sunday school or on Wednesday evenings, you know, Bible study, so on. Let the children do it, and that's what we need.
Right.
So by December 7th, what I'm going to try to do is get the responsible people for each cemetery to tell me their intent and try to post that, so if you want to go out and help. But here's one for Douglas, the Douglas City Cemetery. December the 6th, 8:30 in the morning, we're placing flags at the Douglas City Cemetery.
And you need volunteers.
Need volunteers. And when you come, if you can, bring a good-sized screwdriver, because sometimes the ground is a little hard.
Right.
And it helps to punch a hole and put it in. But just holler. Matter of fact, you don't have to tell me you're coming. Just let me see a line of cars coming down through the
right.
gates.
Well, like you said, if there's 750 to 800 veterans in that cemetery by itself, that is a lot for just 4 people to do.
But when we finish, we go on to several other cemeteries in the same day.
Okay.
So that's what we do at the post. But volunteers, if they can help with one, we appreciate it.
Right. So the more volunteers you have, the quicker you can get out of there and move on to the next cemetery.
Yeah, we walked 13 cemeteries one day.
Oh, wow.
We did, so.
Okay. Well, it sounds like y'all are doing some awesome things here during the holidays. You're not taking a break, that's for sure.
No.
Is there anything else you would like to share? Like how does one get a wreath, or I think you may have already touched on it about contacting you.
Yeah, just if you want a wreath, that sponsorship for one wreath is $15.
15, okay.
But we love the idea of those folks that got the money to sponsor a cemetery. You know, more than one wreath, but we'll take one, and just your loved one. If everybody take care of their loved one, we'll be great.
Or if they want to, you know, like you're saying, get a wreath, then instead of just paying 15, it'd be awesome if they would at least, you know, pay 30 or 50 or whatever they can give, any amount.
You know, I can tell you there are some people that cannot afford the $15.
Right.
I know that. And they got a loved one they would love to have. So we do that, especially for the World War I and World War II veterans. There may not be anyone here to do it.
Right.
So that's where the extra dollars come in, to help us with those that can't in those cemeteries where they're not a sponsor to take care of it.
Now, if a business wants to make a donation, that they would basically do the same steps, contact you, and you would make sure that their donation is taken care of.
Yes, when I first started this, I sent out sponsorship forms. They has a certain increment size, how much you can donate, how many for this wreath for a certain amount.
Right.
But then we went to the postcard because we thought folks had it. But if you want a sponsorship form, we can get it to you. And do remember, everything is tax deductible.
Right.
Tax deductible, so
Yes. 501c3 is a really good word for businesses to make those donations. Is there anything else you would like to cover real quick before we go?
Just we thank you for allowing us to come and talk, and hopefully we can reach some of the folks that we have not, and understand what we're doing and the importance of what we do and why we do, and the importance of the help they can provide. Just 2 hours mean a lot.
Right.
And oh, by the way, speaking of 2 hours, there's a community service time for the children. Come out, come out, and we're just going to continue to do what we can do, and hope that the public come out to our program on December the 14th.
Right.
And our mission is we will never stop. We will never forget, and we'll just veterans serving veterans. That's who we are.
That's it. And like you're saying, like any group, club, Boy Scouts, a youth church group, anybody can be a volunteer. They just need to take the time to, find out what's going on and where they can show up and help out at.
Yes, and, speaking of Boy Scout, Troop 859 been helping us about 3 years. They take and put out on about 3 cemeteries. They do it.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Get those young bodies out there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I really appreciate you being here, Mr. Love, and I always enjoy having you here. And we hope you continue on this wonderful path you're on with helping the veterans and helping everybody in our community.
As long as I'm healthy, I'll be there.
All right.
Thank you.
Well, we'll be right back after this. Welcome back to the Douglas on My Mind show. I have a few announcements that I need to make regarding the City of Douglas. We do have some committees and city boards that have vacancies, and one very important board that we are trying to form right now is the Utility Improvement Committee. We need any individuals who are interested in becoming a volunteer, or if you want to just make a difference in Douglas and Coffee County, we would really like for you to volunteer for this board. Volunteer applications are being accepted through December the 6th, 2019 at City Hall, which is located at 224 East Bryan Street. If you have any questions about any of the other vacancies on the committees and boards, please give Miss Winetta Boulder a call at 912-384-3302. Okay. The city is now taking donations for the Mayor's Christmas Motorcade, which benefits the mentally disabled adults at Savannah Regional Hospital. Since it is adults, we do ask that you make the donations not gender specific. And if you need a suggestion of the different types of donations that are needed, please give Miss Nia Smith a call at 912-389-3401. And now we would just like to tell everybody, we hope you have a happy Thanksgiving and a Merry Christmas, and I will see you again in the year 2020. Hopefully, God willing, we'll be back then.